Hello, this is a video response to Americans Are Mindless Robots Under Capitalism. I enjoyed your video, and I just wanted to add some comments and opinions of my own. So, you start off by saying that capitalism is a scam, you have to own a car, a house, you gotta pay these car notes, mortgage notes, and basically the whole thing's a ripoff. And I don't entirely agree, but I don't entirely disagree. So, you go on to say that car insurance is a scam because if you don't pay car insurance, you go to jail. And I think this is a huge scam. Here you have, the powerful insurance industry lobbying government saying, hey, let's make everyone buy our product. Isn't that a great idea? Well, if I was selling something, if I had widgets for sale, yeah, I'd love to have everybody be forced to buy my product. So that is a scam, absolutely. You say the banking industry is a scam, and I could not agree more. I mean, they have this whole concept of fractional reserve banking where, basically what happens is the bankers, they just create money out of thin air and then loan it to the government at interest, right? So we're all paying interest on money the bankers just created out of thin air. And then they don't even have the money, right, in the bank. They've got maybe 5%, 10% of all the money they claim to have that we put with them, It is a scam, absolutely. Bankers have been scamming us from day one, and that needs to end. That's why I'm a big fan of auditing and abolishing the Federal Reserve, because that's how bankers do this, right? And the whole thing's inflationary, so prices keep going up every year, right? Wages are staying the same, and prices are going up, so the bankers are basically stealing, right out of our pocketbook by making our money less valuable. And that's one of the reasons why it's so hard to make car and house payments, is because our money is becoming worth less every day, right? So some things I can't entirely agree with. I mean, if you buy a car, obviously you have to pay for it. You want to live in a house, you got to pay rent, right? But rent doesn't need to be so high. If there wasn't so much government intervention in the housing market, if there weren't so many taxes, property taxes, I mean, how can you even own land, right? If you own land, it's yours. But what happens if you don't pay property taxes, which is basically another form of rent, right? Then the government takes your land away. So you can't even own land. The government owns the land, and you've got to rent it to them. So on top of paying the real rent, you gotta pay the taxes too. So that is a scam, right? The system absolutely does scam us, and that's why the government spends so much time causing us to fight amongst each other, so we don't realize that everyone's getting bent over by the government, So, I'm not sure there was electricity in Africa in ancient times, but, I'd be interesting to see your citation on that. I do think that jobs are very good because, I mean, maybe our ancestors built their own homes, but I don't think they were as nice as the one you're living in now. I mean, they probably didn't have, running water and everything. So, there are some advantages to the division of labor and the capitalist economy, but I think a lot of your points are right on. And I think the banking industry is a scam. I think the government's a scam, and when private corporations work with the government to scam us all, that sucks too. So I'm glad to see that you're talking and thinking about this stuff, and I'm glad you made that video, and I hope you watch mine. And have a great day.